Hey guys, Alex and Dad from 7th Hour Films back again with Doctor Who. Last time around was the end of time. What happened on that one? Even though we technically already recapped it in a video,
yeah.
So...
catch me up on this. We went through auditions for Murder on the Orient Express this weekend, so I'm kind of fuzzy. The Doctor regenerated.
Yes. There's a lot to say about the end of time. The Doctor returned to Earth after the Master was resurrected. The Master took over every living person on Earth, changed them all into him. Then they figured out...
Except for Donna and Wilf.
Except for Donna and Wilf. They figured out that the knocking in his head was a signal to let the Time Lords out of the last day of the Time War and survive it and get there. And Rassilon was the Lord President, and he made it there, and the Doctor had to stop them because they weren't the Time Lords of old. They were the genocidal, terrible Time Lords of the Time War. So the Doctor was able to shoot the machine that was bringing the Time Lords there, and the Master also sacrificed himself to attack Rassilon with his lightning powers. This is also after
acquired.
Yeah, this is also after the Doctor jumped out of a spaceship, fell through the sky, and crash landed through a ceiling window and landed just crashed through it all. And then Wilf was in a radiation chamber that was about to blow, and the Doctor was able to get him out, but by doing so, he had to take all that radiation himself, and that is what caused him to regenerate. And there was a whole sequence of going through all of his old companions before finally regenerating and blowing the TARDIS to Kingdom Come, basically.
All right, that part I remember.
Yeah, and that's pretty much where we left off. So.
And then Matt Smith appeared and said, "Still not a ginger."
Yeah, still not a ginger, but otherwise he's got all. He did a quick check, fingers, eyes. I do like he says nose. I've had worse, and then he just gets to his chin. And he's just, oh no. So, but we are starting off the 11th Doctor with the beginning of season 5 of Doctor Who. So. You got any expectations going into this era?
Now, what did we see when we went through? Oh, we saw
the Doctor's wife.
Doctor's wife.
Yes,
which I thought was excellent.
Yeah,
very well done.
Now that's not this season.
Yeah.
That'll be the next season.
Right.
And then also at the tail end of this series, at this tail end of this era, we'll have the 50th anniversary again, and going through all that. So,
and now I will say this: back, I don't know exactly when this would have been. But I think I've mentioned this when we were doing our Classic Who. The PBS station here in Oklahoma City used to air Doctor Who on Saturday nights at 11:30 something. But I remember at one point I think I saw a part of a Matt Smith episode with the Weeping Angels. Is that correct?
Yeah,
okay.
There will be a Weeping Angels episode.
So that's the only thing that I think I had seen prior to us doing the survey of New Who.
Yeah, so we'll get there. Don't look too closely at this list of episode titles. They give away a little bit, so...
That's all right.
Yeah, I mean, I've kind of given up on it at this point, so...
And I'll never remember anyway.
Well, yeah, so... But it is the first episode of the season. Finally, it's been a while since we've had our first episode of the season because of how long Series 4 went on for... But it is the first episode. If you want to watch the full-length reaction, full unedited, it's down in the description. You probably know how it works by now. Unless there's someone new to the channel who's coming in because we just uploaded our first Matt Smith reaction. They're like, I liked Matt Smith, let me see what's going on. Look, if you are new here, there's a lot, just as a quick catch-up, I've seen all of Doctor Who. Just all of it. I've watched it all. It's all here on the channel. He started with classic Doctor Who, and I sprinkled in a few modern Who episodes. So there's a lot of that as well, and we reference classic Doctor Who a lot. So it's a lot. If this is your first video on the channel, welcome. But you might try out some of the other videos. There are playlists in the description, and then at the end of the video, that'll have every Doctor Who video I've made that's on the channel. There's a lot, so...
And if you're wondering why Alex's dad is even doing this, It all started because in 1963 I was actually living in England, and I saw the first Doctor Who episode when it aired live, and I watched it for the 3 years that I lived there, and so that's just how this all kind of came together.
Yeah, because years and years ago in 2018, I was like, I want to do a reaction series. I started to do Pokemon, and then the Japanese lawyer ninjas came in and said no, so I was like, okay, let's not do that. And I was like, I don't know, Doctor Who. Sure, I've never seen Doctor Who, let's do that. And then, what is it, 7.5 years later, I'm still here, I'm still watching Doctor Who every week. I lost my sanity a few years back, and I don't know if it'll come back. I don't know. It just, the show keeps going, and it keeps looping in on itself again. I didn't think I was going to rewatch modern Doctor Who on camera, but here we are.
Well, here we are. It's all wibbly wobbly.
So all that to say, you should probably know how the full length works by now. If not, go to a different episode, because we don't need to talk about it. We should just get into this episode.
Let's do it.
You always got to start with the moon.
Earth is somewhat tilted there.
Right where we left off. Oh, Lord. That poor set. Oof. Man, he just got those. It'd be a shame to lose them. Okay, you're in.
If the hand proved anything, he could always throw another one.
Yeah. I mean, that's true. He is 5 minutes later since we last saw him.
New theme?
New theme, new title sequence, new cast, new people, new production, new pretty much everything except, like, the music composer. A new logo, new everything.
New fonts?
New fonts, new everything. Absolutely everything is different except the music composer. That's it.
Although he did a variation on the theme.
Yeah. All of his music is different, but...
Aunt Sharon says it's just an ordinary crack, but I know it's not, because at night there's voices. So please, could you send someone to fix it? Or a policeman, or...
You choose your words carefully.
So she has to blame Santa for this?
Now see? Policeman arrived.
Thank you, Santa.
Now this is an interesting premise. What if the Doctor actually took an adolescent as a companion?
Well,
I mean, Adric, I suppose, is probably the closest thing. But, just get some innocent child.
the door's actually open outward for once.
Are you okay?
Just had a fall. All the way down there, right to the library. Hell of a climb back up.
You're soaking wet.
I was in the swimming pool.
You said you were in the library.
So was the swimming pool.
Yeah.
You alright, mister?
No, I'm fine. It's okay. This is all perfectly normal.
Oof. Just a little excess.
Who are you?
I don't know yet. I'm still cooking. Does it scare you? Well then, no time to lose. I'm the Doctor. Do everything I tell you, don't ask stupid questions, and don't wander off.
Oof.
You alright?
Early days. Steering's a bit off.
New feet, new legs.
I hate yogurt, just stuffed with bits in.
You said it was your favourite.
New mouth. New rules. It's like eating after cleaning your teeth. Everything tastes Bacon.
Not bacon.
That's bacon. Are you trying to poison me?
Where is this child's parents?
Ah,
Eh,
You see? Beans.
good for your hearts.
Beans are evil. Bad, bad beans.
No. Bread and butter. The most simple dish.
Stay out!
That's a no.
No, wait. Hang on. I know what I need fish fingers and custard.
Oh, God.
We found one that worked.
Funny.
Am I? Good. Funny's good. What's
I mean-
your name?
Amelia Pond.
Oh,
I
such
like
a great
fish
name.
sticks, but
Amelia
Not with custard.
Pond.
Maybe we should try that sometime.
The only way to close the breach is to open it all the way. The forces will invert, and it'll snap itself shut. Or
What?
or it won't.
Eh.
young grown-ups.
Did an amazing job getting a young actress that actually looks like Karen Gillan.
That's an incredible thing. Pack your entire life into one bag and get ready to leave with a madman.
Been there, done that. Except the madman part.
Alright, 5 minutes. Doctor's always good about getting where he needs to go.
Oh.
Doctor. Doctor.
That last one looked familiar.
Eh.
We've been very patient with you, Rory. You're a good enough nurse, but for God's sake,
I've seen them.
these patients are under 24-hour supervision. We know if their blood pressure changes. There is no possibility that you could have seen them wandering about the village. Why are you giving me your phone?
It's a camera too.
What crazy technology is this?
Is it in goo?
Eh.
Get out!
Yeah.
Get out of there!
Yeah.
Hello.
That's where your goo came from.
Well, that'll hold it.
Oh, yeah, of course. It's an interdimensional multiform from outer space. They're all terrified of wood. Getting dressed. Run, just go. Your backup's coming. I'll be fine.
There is no backup.
I heard you on the radio. You called for backup.
It's pretending. It's a pretend radio.
But you're a policewoman.
I'm a kissogram.
Eh.
What?
Eh.
I'm sorry, but what? What's that?
Well, that won't be backup. Okay, one more
Me.
time. We do have backup, and that's definitely why we're safe.
Prisoner Zero will vacate the human residence, or the human residence will be incinerated.
Oh, for goodness
Safe
sake.
apart from, why'd you pretend to be a policewoman?
You broke into my house. It was this or a French maid. What's going on? Tell me.
You hit me with a cricket bat.
12 years.
A cricket bat.
12 years and 4 psychiatrists.
Oh.
Eh.
I kept biting them. You said you weren't real.
Hello, Lydia. You're a policewoman now?
Well, sometimes
I thought you were a nurse.
I can be a nurse.
Or actually a nun?
I dabble.
Amy.
I go to parties and I kiss people. It's a laugh.
You were a little girl 5 minutes ago.
Worse than my aunt.
I'm the doctor. I'm worse than everybody's aunt. And that is not how I'm introducing myself.
He is, isn't he? He's the doctor. The Raggedy Doctor. All those cartoons you did when you were little. The Raggedy Doctor. It's him.
Cartoons. The human residents, they're not talking about your house. They're talking about the planet. Somewhere up there, there's a spaceship. And it's going to incinerate the planet.
You know, this is a great case for Harriet Jones. God rest her soul.
This is too soon. I'm not ready. I'm not done yet.
it's still been only an hour since he regenerated.
The human race. See, the end comes, as it was always going to, down a video phone.
Who are you?
Look at the sky. End of the world, 20 minutes.
Well, better talk quickly then.
Amy, I am going to need my car back.
In a bit now. Go and have coffee.
Right. Yes.
Catch.
How does she not recognize him?
I'm the doctor.
Yeah. Well, she does. She just doesn't know if he's real.
You 12 years.
How do they not know about the doctor?
I don't believe you.
It's magic. I don't know.
Lens flare.
Well,
Smack him.
Believe for 20 minutes.
That's what Donna would have done.
Oh my God, it's him.
Just answer his question, please.
It's him, Mo.
I think someone's gonna notice, don't you?
Oh no, the Sonic.
There,
Then he melted.
there. Laptop. Your friend, what was his name? Not him, the good-looking one.
Thanks.
Oh, thanks.
Your car, come on.
But how can he be here? How can he look to be here?
Some people just won't believe.
Yeah. I mean, it's a lot. It's a lot to suddenly get thrust into.
Hello? Laptop, gimme. No. Oh, wait, it's fine. Hang on. Give it here. Blimey. Get a girlfriend, Jeff.
Yeah.
Graham, what are you doing?
That's why they're passing the laws.
All right.
I think that's a Cooper Mini. That's probably the fastest it's ever traveled.
This is it, Jeff, right here, right now. This is when you fly. Today's the day you save the world.
All right.
What I mean? It's your bedroom. Now, go.
Your bedroom, your laptop.
Let's do this. Oh, and delete your internet history.
Shameful.
Are you on your way? You're gonna need a car.
Don't worry, I've commandeered a vehicle.
Thankfully, there are no fires in Ledworth.
What happened? There was a man with a dog. I think Dr. Ramson's dead, and the nurses.
Is that Olivia Colman?
Yeah.
Where did he go? Did you see? Has he gone? We hidden the ladies. Oh, I'm getting it wrong again, aren't I? I'm always doing that. So many mouths.
Next time, pick someone who doesn't dream of anybody. Duck.
In one little bedroom, my team are working. Jeff and the world. And do you know what they're doing? They're spreading the word all over the world. Quantum fast.
Well, it's a good thing
The
Jeff
word
knew
is
computers. And wasn't just a guy on his laptop.
Do you know what the word is?
0.
Every form you've learned to take, right here. Ooh, and being uploaded about now. And the final score is no TARDIS, no screwdriver, 2 minutes to spare. Who the man? Oh, so I'm never saying that again.
Yeah. You tried something new.
New form.
Always suspended from the ceiling.
Well done, Prison Zero. Article 57 of the Shadow Proclamation. This is a fully established level 5 planet. And you were going to burn it. What? Did you think no one was watching? You lot. Back here, now. Okay. Now I've done it.
Hey,
Did he just
now
bring
you're
the
in
badge?
trouble.
Did he just save the world from aliens and then bring all the aliens back again?
Where are you going?
Actual aliens. Deadly aliens. Aliens of death. And now you're taking your clothes off. Amy is taking his clothes off.
Turn your back if it embarrasses you.
Are you not going to turn your back?
Nope.
You are not of this world.
No, but I've put a lot of work into it. Is this world protected? What happened to them? Hello. I'm the doctor.
Doesn't he look threatening?
Basically, run.
New model and everything.
Oh, you sexy thing.
How'd you get the clothes?
Well, I just saved the world. The whole planet for about the millionth time, no charge. Yeah, shoot me. I kept the clothes.
Including the bow tie.
Yeah, it's cool. Bow ties are cool.
Are you from another planet?
Yeah.
That was 2 years ago.
Oops.
Yeah.
So that's
14 years.
14 years since fish custard. You wanted to come 14 years ago?
I grew up.
Don't worry. I'll soon fix that.
I look so much better.
I'm in my nightie.
Oh, a new one.
New design.
Backstep. Been knocking around on my own for a while, my choice, but I've started talking to myself all the time. It's giving me earache.
You're lonely. That's it. Just that.
Just that. Promise.
Okay.
We'll come back to that later.
Getting married tomorrow?
Tomorrow is a very important day for Amy Pond. Alrighty.
All right, I have to say, I do like the humor. All of New Who so far. They did it with Eccleston, they did it not as much with Tennant. But I like the idea that they can be a very serious, you've got an alien shapeshifter whose literally presence is going to destroy the Earth, but they can still make fun.
Yeah.
I like him.
Yeah.
He doesn't have the brusqueness of Eccleston, but that's all right. He's different from David Tennant.
Yeah.
And again, I'm sure that there will be highs and lows throughout his tenure. How long does he stay? Does he stay 3 years too?
Yes.
Okay. I'm sure there will be highs and lows, because let's face it, although there is more continuity now than there ever used to be, you still have different writers and all that sort of thing going on, and a new producer. So it's going to be different, but so far it's a great start.
Yeah, this is definitely the thing is when you say, okay, someone wants to get into Doctor Who, the best place to start is Rose. Start with the Ninth Doctor. It's perfectly made to set up everything, and that season is meant to get you into the Doctor Who universe. But the other episode that comes close to that is this episode, because this is pretty perfect. We pretty much leave everything behind to the previous era. We're starting over fresh, although there is continuity, with where we left off. Just on the fact that he starts this, the TARDIS is crashing. He's obviously still wearing the 10th Doctor's outfit and everything, and so he's just after his regeneration. But he even says, at the end, why choose Amy? And he just says, well, why not? I've been on my own for a little while. Bad idea, so I'm taking someone again. And that's exactly, that's pretty much what the 10th Doctor was saying in the last episode, that he was on his own. He thought it was for the best because he wouldn't lose anyone anymore, and it just ruined him, basically. So, and yeah, the 11th Doctor himself is very different from his immediate predecessors. I mean, you could say he kind of has, a lot more of the alien side that the 9th Doctor had, but the interesting thing is, Matt Smith, who was 25 when they filmed this season, the youngest Doctor at this point, and he was not a fan of Doctor Who beforehand. I mean, he just didn't watch it. He didn't dislike it or anything, but he just hadn't watched Doctor Who at all. And so he got the job, and he decided to go through a good number of episodes. And the thing that stuck out to him the most was actually Tomb of the Cybermen with Patrick Troughton. And he really enjoyed Troughton's portrayal of the Doctor, and his dynamic with Jamie and Victoria, and he really honed in on that episode. And from there, both he and Moffat sort of created the characterization of this version of the Doctor. So yeah, it's a very interesting start, definitely. And yeah, pretty much everything in this episode, obviously they hint at stuff. They call him a Time Lord. They say some of this stuff, but I feel like it's never to any detriment. It is like that first 9th Doctor episode where it's like, yeah, there's some things they say where you don't really get it if you're not used to Doctor Who, but they will explain it, and it's not too vital to the story.
Now, besides the silence is coming, is that what they said?
They said silence will fall and the Pandorica will open. So that's just a very clear setting up what's going to be happening. And obviously there's the crack in Amy's wall that is also going to be the thing going through this season, which, in order to abbreviate that, when I first watched this, the comments and I decided to just abbreviate that to Amy's crack. So it just became a running meme through this season.
I don't know, is that gone there?
Yeah, well, it's too late now. So anyway, I mean, I guess we can just kind of go through it real quick. I mean, it's...
And she didn't take Rory with her. I'm assuming Rory was going to be, or the other guy, whoever the
Jeff.
Jeff.
Yeah. Jeff, I don't even think Jeff comes back at all. But no Rory yet. Rory is an interesting character, and we'll get more of him later. But for a little bit, it's just going to be the Doctor and Amy. So, but yeah, good old Emilia Pond. I do like that how they say it's like, oh, well, that was a great name. And it's a bit too fairy tale, and it's just like all the fairy tale was kind of dispelled for her over the years. And now, I mean, the great thing is she's kind of coming back to the fairy tale. You've got this goofy man in a bow tie, and you walk into his magical box of wonders, which, I mean, that TARDIS design, it's not my favorite. I know a lot of people rank that as their favorite. It's not my favorite, but it is really sleek. Yeah. It is really nice. It's much better than what we've had for modern Doctor Who. So, I don't know. But, it's interesting because a lot of times, we talk about these... The first episode with a Doctor, and there's sort of the regeneration sickness that occurs. A lot of Doctors went through that. The 10th Doctor certainly went through that. I will say, it's just like, it actually is not that present in this episode, Because you could say it's like, well, he's being so erratic and stuff, and it's like, no, that's how he's going to be for the next 3 seasons. Like, if anything, as soon as he comes out of the TARDIS for the first time, it's like, no, he's kind of... Like, he's got to figure a couple things out, but he's more or less exactly the way he will be. So...
He's very hyperactive.
Yes, he's don't give the man sugar. He's going to be bouncing off the walls. So
he's the youngest one since Davison?
Yes, because I think Davison was 30 when he played the Doctor. So they found someone even younger than that to play the Doctor. And actually, that was the thing, was because they were also developing Sherlock at the same time, and Matt Smith auditioned for the role of Watson. And as they were going through, they were just like, no, he doesn't quite fit Watson, but they were like, he would really fit Sherlock. Like, he could probably do really good as Sherlock, but I think by that point they had already chosen Benedict Cumberbatch, so they're like, well, so we can't use him. But Stephen Moffat, like, kept that in the back of his head, like, he could do a good Sherlock, and I'm about to take over Doctor Who, so it all just kind of worked out. And I think, like, when they were developing the costume, it took a little while. They had him in, like, a long black trench coat and stuff, and, you know, kind of almost some punk outfits, basically, until I think Matt Smith said, let me try this tweed jacket over here. And Moffat thought, oh, that sounds horrible, but go on. And he put it on, and they were all like, yep, that's gotta be it. I think they describe him as an old college professor, an old English college professor with the face of a young man. That's essentially what the 11th Doctor is right now. So,
no, all right. It's only because I've seen the memes and a few episodes. Where does the fez come from?
The fez won't be for a little while, but the fez does come into play. Fezzes are cool, bow ties are cool. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, even just seeing that, which, I mean, the 10th Doctor also wore a tie, but it's just like, just seeing that, it's like, I don't think I'll ever wear a tie again in my life if I can avoid it. Because it's just like, just the idea, I mean, you guys watch these videos, you see how far down my collar comes on all my shirts, but, like, I just can't imagine wearing a tie that close. It's just like, I feel like I'm going to get choked.
I think the last time you wore a tie was probably either graduating from high school, possibly when your Aunt Charlene passed away. I can't remember if you did or not.
I don't think so. I don't think I wore a tie then. I mean, for one thing, I don't even own a suit, so we had to cobble together a funeral outfit for me. I think I had an old black button-up shirt. I had black jeans that were too big for me. I ordered them like a size too big, and I took like one of your jackets, but I don't think I wore a tie, so yeah, it would have been high school graduation, which was over 10 years ago at this point, so I have not worn a tie in a very long time, so... And I don't know. I had a professor once that said... And this was a female professor who said she didn't like ties, and said it was... she claimed it's like, yes, the ultimate male, you know, phallic imagery to like combat each other. It's like who has the bigger tie, basically. And I thought, that's an interesting reason. I can claim that. I'll take any excuse to not wear a tie.
If she was a history teacher, she would have remembered about cod pieces.
I mean, she was a history teacher, so well. Yeah. I can't remember what classes. This is a while ago now at this point too, but she was a history teacher, so I don't know. She was interesting.
Yes, I only wear them on stage now, and to weddings and funerals.
Yeah, so I mean, there's a part of me. We're going off on ties, but I mean, if you're also new to the channel and you're just coming in on this video, we go off topic all the time. You can ask the comments. It's pretty bad, but anyway, what was I saying about? Oh yeah, there is something about like there is something about the suit without the tie that I think actually looks better. It looks cooler, at least. Yeah. You know, it looks like, you know, it's all professional and stuff with the suit, all, you know, very fashionable. But just without the tie, just makes it just a little bit more casual, you know? Not that funerals are casual, but still, weddings could be casual, but funerals, well. So, back to. We could tie this in with the various outfits that Amy wears in her life as a kissogram. So, that's always a good, funny twist on that.
The older woman, that I guess it was Jeff's mother or grandmother.
Yeah.
She looked very familiar too, but I can't place her.
Nah,
But I was surprised because the first time I saw her, I thought looks like Olivia Colman. But now, since this is what 2009, 2010,
2010.
Okay,
yeah.
Since then, she's gone up. She's like an Academy Award winner now.
Yeah. So, Academy Award winner, starred in a bunch of films. She was the lead in Broadchurch, which was a really great show, alongside David Tennant and half the cast of Doctor Who that's appeared. It's just almost like every British actor you've ever seen probably was in Broadchurch at some point. So, but yeah, she's done a lot since this. Yeah. She was also in Secret Invasion, though. One of the worst Marvel shows they've ever put out. But I didn't even hate it as much as the internet hated it. But anyway. But yeah, it would be nice to have her actually come back to Doctor Who and be a more proper villain. So,
or a doctor.
Yeah, honestly, she could play the Doctor. That'd be interesting. So, yeah. As for everything else, I mean, just it is funny at the end when he says, it's a time machine. I can get you back to 5 minutes ago, and it's just like, this entire episode is based on the fact that you didn't do that specifically. You didn't come back 5 years later. You came back 12 years later, and then again, you didn't come back. Later that night. It was 2 years later after that. So,
and I find it, I don't know, somewhat funny. But she was so much more restrained. Donna would have slapped the crap out of him.
Yeah,
twice.
Amy definitely is like very, very much cut from the same cloth as Donna, but you're right that she's not quite to Donna's level. So. But very similar. I mean, just down to the color of their hair, pretty much. They're both redheads. So, but yeah, and it's interesting, because all of them are in such disbelief, and it's one of these things that they paint such a very easy picture of it's like you can tell that's like Amy talked about this a lot after that night, and just the fact that almost everyone in town, they look at him and they just think, oh my god, it's him. The Raggedy Doctor, he actually exists. All the therapists that she kept biting, they were wrong. He actually exists.
Well, it is a very small town.
Yeah.
So that was kind of interesting. Again, the very first town I lived in the UK, Herringswell. Probably, I wouldn't say it had 250 people living in the entire town. I don't remember there being any business establishments. There may have been... don't want to say a hotel, but there may have been a boarding house or something there. But Mildenhall, again, probably fewer than 5,000 people in Mildenhall, but its main street was lined with all sorts of shops and everything. And I do remember, other than the fish and chip shop, which is ubiquitous across the UK, they opened up a hamburger place. And I don't think it was Wimpy's, but it was literally just a block away from our house. But we never went there because my parents said, oh, we can buy hamburger at the base commissary and we'll make burgers at home, so that way you don't need to go out and buy one. But we used to frequently get the fish and chips, and that's why to this day I will say that fish and chips from the UK are better than anything that I've ever had in the United States, whether it's in a sit-down restaurant, whether it's a seafood restaurant like Red Lobster, or Long John Silver's or Arthur Treacher's or anything. They're just not the same. So if and when we get back to the UK, it's on the bucket list to take the family back. We will stop. And I know you don't eat fish, but you should try it. If we ever get there, you should
I'll try it. Yeah. That is something, because one of the other shows that I'm watching is all about making food and stuff, and they just introduced a character that's a picky eater, and it's like a medieval fantasy, so they're in a dungeon, and it's like, okay, you can be a picky eater, but it's either that or you either eat the stuff or you die, and it's like I'd eat the stuff to live, and it's just like, and I thought about it as because I am a picky eater.
Yes,
I'm pretty bad, but in the past few years I've grown up. I hit the age of 20. I've grown up a little bit. I hit the age of 26, and my brain finally stopped, producing, and it was just like, all right, this is you, go. And I've been like that for at least 2 years now. And at this point, I'm like, okay, I know what I like, and I know what I dislike. But at the same time, there's so many things in that dislike pile that I'm like, well, I only think I dislike that. So at least let me try it first, and then I'll see if I dislike it or not.
Give you an example. In the last 2 years, he has, for the first time in his life, eaten fried chicken, pork chops, although he still won't touch bacon or sausage. Can't understand that at all. Won't eat eggs.
Because here's the thing, you mentioned bacon. I don't know when the last time was I tried bacon, so I might be willing to try again. I've tried eggs multiple times, and none of it has ever tasted good to me. And it's just like, I don't know if I'm missing something, if I need something else to go with the eggs. Because, it's like, years upon years ago, when I finally got around to trying a burger, and I was like, it's okay. And then I had a cheeseburger, and I was like, oh, that's better. A cheeseburger. Now, I don't need anything else. I don't need tomatoes and, lettuce or anything like that. Just a cheeseburger is good, and then I have fries and ketchup and stuff.
Well, let's try a cheese omelet. When we go on vacation and we go out to breakfast, Alex either gets pancakes or waffles.
Well, more accurately, sometimes I get a pancake or a waffle. Most of the days, because I'm also the last person to get down to breakfast, because I'm the slowest person in the morning, but I finally get down to breakfast, and I make a beeline to wherever their Fruit Loops are, and I get a bowl of Fruit Loops first thing in the morning on vacation, at which point in 2 or 3 hours I am starving again. So
take away Fruit Loops and Cheetos and the man would not exist.
Oh yeah, and Pepsi. So you get rid of all those and I have problems suddenly. I don't have my nutrients, my potatoy nutrients, and I don't have my caffeine that comes in a very cold can. And so hopefully there would be that stuff. I assume they have that stuff in Ledworth at least. So
yeah, I thought I saw a couple of shops in the background there.
Yeah. It is interesting just how small a town is, and the doctor makes note of that. It's just like, okay, this is Ledworth. Is there anything around here of use that can help me stop an alien invasion? Well, there's a post office, and it's closed, so no. And it's just, it's...
And a duck pond without ducks.
A duck pond without ducks. If how do you know it's a duck pond if there are no ducks in the pond? At that point, it's just a pond, so... So is Amy. Amy Pond, so. And then, luckily, he was able to save the world. No TARDIS, no sonic screwdriver, but with Rory's phone and Jeff's laptop, after clearing away some of the business Jeff was doing. So, this is why they're passing the laws in the UK. They're not going to be able to make that joke anymore unless Jeff submits his ID, so... Or he gets a VPN with this episode's not sponsor, whatever VPN you can think of. So VPN sponsors so many YouTube videos. It's ridiculous. And it's always, and this is not a tangent we'll go on, but it's always a YouTuber who says, I'm going to use ExpressVPN because I want to watch The Office on Netflix. And every time I'm just like, can you watch a better show? For goodness sake. There'll be the occasional one where it's like, I want to watch Friends again, but it's not on US Netflix. So they do that, and it's like, good, watch Friends. Friends is funny.
We have the DVDs.
We do have the DVDs of Friends. So, actually, that should be the other thing. If you really want to watch The Office, go buy the DVDs. Don't rely on finding another country's Netflix. So, Anywho, do you have anything else about this episode?
No, just overall, Amy is charming. I love Karen Gillan. Now, granted, I've only seen her in the Marvel franchise and in the Jumanji franchise.
Yeah.
But again, fun each time. I've seen her in some interviews. Very intelligent young woman. So, just I like her. I like what she's doing here. I'm interested in seeing more of Rory because he seems kind of like a doofus.
Yeah. It's that is the interesting thing when you get there, especially because I mean they basically make a joke about it. It's like, oh, what about your friend? No, not him, the handsome friend. And Rory's just like, oh, thanks. And immediately Amy's like, oh, you mean Jeff? And it's like, oh, thanks. And it's just like, but no, they were. The two of them were dating at that point, so
he's kind of like a Mickey.
He
a small town Mickey.
He's Mickey, except he's less annoying than Mickey. So, but yeah, he is very much. Yeah, he's definitely cut from the same cloth as Mickey, I would say. So, but we'll get more of Rory, and Rory will get a little bit better too. So, well, also because I realized this about halfway through the video, I was like. Oh, they made this episode a little longer because it's the first episode. So we'll go back to the shorter, 45-minute episodes after this. So we've been exclusively on 1-hour Doctor Who episodes pretty much since season 4 ended. I think that the last 2-parter, Journey's End, was also an hour, but at the very least it's been a while. So we'll go back to the normal episodes. But yeah, it's a brand new era of Doctor Who, despite the fact that. At some point, not today, but at some point, we will get around to more Torchwood and eventually the Sarah Jane Adventures. But still, new era of Doctor Who going into it. So
I like it.
Yeah. Of course, all of this I forgot to mention the new sonic screwdriver.
Okay.
The battery's dead.
Oh.
What you're normally supposed to do is it has a little sensor here, and so you just touch it right there, and then it activates, but battery died out a few years ago. Anyway, all right. But that is basically it. With all of that being said, we're Alex and Dad from 7th Hour Films, and we will see you guys next time. Take care. Alright guys, that's it for this video. So, there's a bunch of links on screen if you want to go click around to any of those. There's a playlist with all of our modern Doctor Who reactions if you want to go check those out, as well as another playlist with every Doctor Who video that's on the channel if you're brave enough to try them all. There's also a subscribe button and a Patreon button on screen, as well as other links in the description if you want to go check out any of those. See you guys later.